Okay, welcome back to my messy garage. We are going to be getting under the hood real fast here. I'm just going to do a quick, simple engine air filter change. Again, I bought this car 2 months ago, and again, I don't know how long some of these things have been done, so I just like to do simple maintenance on my cars. Anything I can do to just kind of keep them going, not charge myself a fortune by taking it to a dealership or a mechanic that has to do these things. Anything I can do that I can find a YouTube video on, 100% that's what I'm game to do. And get in there. Again, this is an easy one, so nothing to it on this one. But again, I don't promise to be any kind of mechanic. I am definitely not. But again, I can find videos, I can mess around with things and try to figure it all out. And that's what we're doing here. So let me flip you around and we'll get going. All right, here we are under the hood. Again, this is a 2018 Volvo XC90. Again, I think the model year this works on is anywhere from a 2016 to a 2024, I believe. But again, don't quote me on that. I'm not a Volvo mechanic. I'm not even a mechanic. So, all right, real simple. The only tools I think that we need to this one, let's see if it'll focus, again, are my T25 bit. I just did the inside cabin air filter. So same bit on that one. I used the longer extension. I think this is a 4-inch extension just to reach around the box and everything in here. And then just a ratchet, just keep it real simple. There are gonna be 8 of the T25 torque screws on here. So again, we just gotta go around, undo all those. And one thing I like to do on these is just remove the sensor. Again, don't forget to put this back on. But again, the mass airflow sensor, or the MAF, I just like to get this. I've already loosened it already. It kind of took me a sec because it's got, let's see if it'll focus on it. Find the right part. It's got this little clip right here, and you've got to be able to push down and get this part to pop up. Sometimes it helps by shoving the clip nice and high to get that to where this will loosen and actually get this front part to lift. So that's kind of the challenge initially with that one. So once you get that, again, I just kind of pop that off. Again, just set it to the side. It helps the whole box just to move because this one from the dealership is already zip tied down to the box and everything via that clip right there. So I just pop that clip off, go do all my Torx screws, and then we're into it. So let me do those real fast. All right, I just got all those loosened up. The nice thing is these don't have to come all the way out. Just be careful that obviously if you loosen one too far, if you're gonna take it out, you can. Again, they come out about halfway. You'll feel where they start to loosen from the box. So I just went and undid all 6 of those. And like I said, I just undid the MAF sensor. I didn't want to undo this clamp. I mean, you could get really into here if you wanted to lift all this off and see, but really all we're trying to do is just get enough clearance where I can get in there, get that filter out of there, which doesn't look too bad from the top, but again, it all fills in between those slots and that. So again, we'll get that pulled out of there. I've got a brand new replacement one. I ordered, again, a set on eBay that came with the cabin air filter. I think it was 30, 40 bucks for both of them. Nothing crazy on that. And again, don't know the last time this has been done. But again, I just like to do that. It's just one of those nice things that helps the car breathe better, and just do all that stuff. So again, that's what we'll do. We'll pull this one out, drop the new one in, and then we'll button it up. Okay, before I pop that new one in, you got to see a quick side-by-side. So even though I said this one didn't look that dirty down in place, here's the new one compared to that one. You can see this is the one that's half black, half yellow. This one's brand new. The nice thing about these kind of air filters, it's not as tricky as the cabin air filter where it's got directions and certain ways it's got to go. This one you really can't mess up. It's got this one slot in it right here. It really is self-explanatory. It's even color-coded, you know, so you can't really mess up. It's got the white fabric on the back right here to help it through. And again, you know, looks just like this old one that was in here. So, you know, you can't get this thing in reversed and upside down or backwards. There's only one direction this one goes in. So we'll throw that in and get everything buttoned up. All right, I got it all done, tightening up all these Torx screws around here. Again, all 6 of those. I kind of treat it like I'm doing lug nuts on a wheel. I start on one corner, kind of go across and try to make some kind of a star pattern. Again, don't have to crazy tighten them down. Again, you're tightening down plastic, so don't crank on these too hard. Just get them good and snug. The last thing you do not want to forget, or you'll probably pop an error code real easy, is to get your mass airflow sensor reconnected. And again, push that in and you'll hear that click a little bit, and then you're good to go. So there we go. One engine air filter done and good to go for another, I don't know what the recommendations are on this one, probably at least another 10, 15, 20,000 miles. But it's a good thing to have done once in a while, especially if you don't know the last time it's been done. So hopefully you enjoyed this. It was helpful, and I'll do more as they go.